Okay, Justin, my cameraman, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my age is 30. I'm Justin Phillips. I'm originally from Durban. I've had like a hectic past. It doesn't have to mean that because of my past now I have to have a hectic future. Although I'm gonna give you a small rundown on how I've lived my life. From the age of 7, I stayed with my gran. My mom and dad were both druggies. They did their own thing. They weren't married. They parted. I obviously got left with my gran. My gran passed away. I had a good time with my gran. My gran spoiled me. Every end of the month we used to get like I used to get a toy. I'm the only child, by the way. I have a step brother or half brother and 2 half sisters named Bianca and I forgot the one, Kerry, and then my brother is Adrian. Yeah, from my gran passed away. I moved into a children's home. I grew up there till the age of about 13, 14, where I was given to foster parents. They used to foster me. Lovely people. It was only a weekend thing. During the week I would stay in the children's home. From the weekends, then I met another foster parents, or I had another set of foster parents, which they actually adopted me. They took me into their home. They loved me. They comforted me. They sent me to school. We stayed in Mandini. I used to stay in boarding school. I used to come from boarding school, come to Mandini. And then my life changed. I started to want to do my own thing. You know, I was reaching the teens and discovered there was excitement out there, parties, and I met a group of guys. They were all brothers, Quentin, Tyron and Claude. They stayed in Maritzburg. I was schooling in Maritzburg. And the one weekend, I used to call Auntie Terry, my foster parents. They asked me, because I was starting to get naughty, so they decided now to give me a choice. Do I want to go to my friends, or do I want to go to come to them? So I decided to go to my friends. Obviously now I realize that wasn't a good choice I made, but I have to live with the choices that I've made. I stayed with my friends for like 7 years. It was just party after party, smoking Zor, doing ecstasy. From there I didn't go back to school. I stayed with them very long. Then I got a job. I moved to Hoedspruit. I did anti-poaching. The anti-poaching was awesome, but for 6 months I started to get tired of it. I left it. I came back to Durban, to Maritzburg. Went back to Antilione. I stayed there for a while, and then I just started going around people that I knew, staying by them for a while. I've never really depended on myself. I've always depended on other people to help me, and I'm noticing that it hasn't helped me out until now, or still not helping me out.
What are you doing now? What do you do? How do you survive?
I'm actually, what the street name for it is, hustling. I go around asking people for something to eat, asking people to pay my shelter. If people buy me something to eat, obviously eat it. If they give me money, I use it for shelter. I've now come to the age of 30, and for the last 6 years I've been doing it. I'm still hustling, although I do get jobs now and again, and then leave them, or something happens where I can't go back to the same job. Yeah, life is hard. It's what you make of it, but it depends on your personality, of how you interact with people and what do you expect from people. And what do you think you're capable of doing? It's not really. If you were born into a family where you had lots of family members to assist you, and whatever you did, no matter what you did to them, you would be able to go far. If you have family members that didn't really care about you, and what you did was your thing, you're not gonna make it. You need the family support. Your family needs to stick together. Without your family support, you're actually nothing. You're one man fighting an army. So what I've come to realize is that to never give up, to carry on pushing on, to obviously not rely on other people. I have to make it for my own. What the future has in store for me is only God can tell. What I would prefer to be one day is probably just a successful person. At the moment, I have nothing.
But you want to be in the movie business?
Well, I'm starting. Almost. I'm in the beginning, baby steps.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I just want to be a success. I want to help people out the way the people have helped me out. There's nothing more.
Okay, cool.
To say, really.
Cool. And I look
Leave it
forward
up
to
to
working
God.
with you, and it's
Yeah.
great. I'm glad I met you, Justin.
Thank you.
You're an awesome guy.
Thank you.